It's 2021 and there is no reason why your credit should be bad this year. Do you got a credit score in the 400s, the 500s, even the low 600s? Stay tuned and I'm gonna give you all the tips, tricks, and hacks to get your credit score up and what you need to do to get all those nasties off your credit report. Without further ado, cue the intro. What is up, YouTube? This is your boy LaJuan, back at it again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about credit repair and the things that you can do to get your credit right here in this new year of 2021. If you're new to my channel, I'll go over personal finance, credit cards, business credit, all that good stuff. So if that interests you in any way, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and go ahead and hit that bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And while you're down there, go ahead and like this video up. Turn that like notification blue so YouTube knows this video is awesome. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this one. As you know, credit repair, there's no reason why you should have bad credit, but if you don't know, you don't know. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. We're gonna go ahead and break everything down. So let's start off with what usually affects your credit. What gives you bad credit? The number one thing is going to be bad payment history, all right? And what that is going to consist of is going to be collections, missed payments, repos, charge-off accounts, all that stuff, all right, guys? That is going to really kill your credit score, bring it down. I don't care what else you got going on, guys. You need good payment history and for a good length of time for your credit to be good. That's just a simple fact. It makes up the most out of the pie of how they grade FICO, okay, guys? So you gotta have good payment history. Another thing that affects your credit score is inquiries. If you got a lot of inquiries in a short amount of time, that's just not good. That means you're desperate and thirsty for credit, and creditors and banks don't like to see that. Lenders don't like to see that. So you guys want to keep your inquiries very minimal. I would suggest under 6. You know, if it gets above 10, that's still manageable, but you don't really want to get into the teens too much. That's kind of when it starts to get a little excessive. And each time usually that your credit is getting pulled, that's anywhere from 3 to 5 points every single time, guys. So just know that. And you kind of want to be smart with when you're applying for credit. That's just the main thing with that, guys. Just be smart when you're applying for credit. And another big thing, guys, is utilization. This is very, very, very important. You can have none of this other stuff going on, but if you got a utilization that's up past 50, 60, 70%, your credit is not going to be good. You're talking about plummeting anywhere from 50 to 80 points just from this category alone. So guys, you want to make sure that you're under 10%. That's my rule. If you could be under 5%, that's even better, honestly. But under 10%, you're going to be in a good position. If you start getting over 15, 20%, that's when you're going to start to see really dramatic decreases in your credit score. And that's not what we want. That's not what we're here for. We want to have good credit. And this is another way of maintaining your credit and just being on top of it with have a good utilization and things like that, all right? Now, I want to kind of get into the laws of things and how this really works, because there's a lot of laws that are in place that a lot of people don't know that protects us as consumers from these credit bureaus. And there's things that we can do to really put ourselves in position to fight these credit bureaus and to make sure our reports are looking as pristine as possible, all right? So we're going to be going over Section 609 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So I'm kind of just going to read this verbatim and then we can go from there, all right? So Section 609 refers to a section of the Fair Credit Reporting Act that addresses your rights to request copies of your own credit report and associated information that appears on your credit reports. And if the disputed information cannot be verified or confirmed, that's very important, guys, verified or confirmed, then it must be removed. I'm gonna say that part again, then it must be removed. A lot of people don't know this, guys. It is very important to have your credit reports on hand and consistently check them for accuracy, because there are a lot of times that there's stuff that is not accurate on your credit report that you may not even know about, and it is your right with this Section 609 of the law to make sure that your credit report is accurate. And if it's not, you can dispute this with the credit bureaus. All right, we're going to go into this a little later in the video. Now, I do want to mention this is coming straight from Experian. All right, this is actually one of the credit bureaus that this information is coming from. All right, so do notate that this is coming from Experian. They're actually one of my favorite bureaus, if not my favorite credit bureau, because they're easy to work with, guys. At the end of the day, I think they want to see everybody have good credit and have the information that they need to fix your credit. All right, I can't say the same about Equifax. It doesn't seem like they care too much. They want to keep you down. TransUnion is solid as well, but Experian, in my opinion, is probably the best of the three. Like I was saying, anything on your credit needs to be verified as accurate. All right, an important thing to note, guys: collection agencies can rarely verify this information. All right, they can rarely verify that this is actually your debt. There are so many collection companies that get this information from different third parties, or however they get it, or they buy it in bulk from these lenders, and they're not really on top of their stuff with having the correct information that is needed to actually verify the debt. So it's your right to be on top of these laws and to know what you're doing, so when you go to dispute these things, that you beat them at their own game, guys. It's definitely possible. I've done it. I've helped people do it. It's definitely possible. All right, guys, so don't think that it's not possible. It's definitely possible. So now I want to go over the process and the steps that you need to take to get this process started and get the ball rolling. All right, guys. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure your credit report is up to date. This is the most important thing when you're getting ready to dispute with these credit bureaus and these collection agencies. You want to make sure that your credit report is up to date. And what I mean by that is, the first thing that you want to do when you want to start disputing credit bureaus and disputing inaccuracies off your credit report, you want to go ahead and get all that stuff updated, all your personal information. So that means addresses, current employer, all that good stuff. And what you want to do is you want to get any old addresses. If it's not your previous address from the current address that you live at, then you want to get all those addresses deleted off your credit report. Yes, get all those old addresses deleted off your credit report. That is very important. Also, what you want to do is get all those old employers off your credit report as well. You just want to have current, up-to-date information. And the reason that is because when you go to dispute with these credit bureaus, you want to make sure that you have the most current, up-to-date information. So when they go to verify with these collection agencies, they're going to have such outdated information on you. They might have information from 4 to 5 years ago, and that's not the current information. And if they don't have the current information, they cannot verify the debt. It's not accurate. Okay, guys, so this is very important. A lot of people don't do this part. They just start to dispute, and it kind of messes up because they can link you to the debt by old addresses and old employers, all that stuff. All right, so you want to make sure that is up to date. Get all that old information off your credit report so it's up to date and with fresh information. All right, so the next step is going to be sending out dispute letters, or some people call them 609 letters. So this is obviously the most important part. And this is the hard part, guys. This is not an easy process. It's not some get your credit right in 30 days. It's not this, guys. It's just simply not. It's going to take time. And you want to have these letters on point. It's a process that you need to follow, a daisy chain effect. And you want to make sure that you're sending these letters and you have all the information that you need. So it's important, like I said, to get your credit report first, see what all the negatives that you have on there, and then you want to create a game plan of how to attack all the bad payments or whatever that it is that's negative on your credit report, and get those addresses and stuff updated. Then that's the next process. This is the third process, sending the letters out. You're going to want to send these out to all three bureaus, and you want to make sure that each letter is tailored to the bureau that you're trying to dispute, because each bureau is not going to have the same thing on each credit report. So just make sure that you're aware of what you're disputing, and you want to get these letters out quick, fast, and in a hurry, and kind of stay on top of it. And then a lot of people don't know that the credit bureaus have a certain amount of time that they have to respond to your dispute. It is about 30 to 45 days that they have to respond to your dispute. And if they don't respond, and by law, they have to take off any account that you are disputing. If they don't respond to you in that 30-45 day timeline, they have to remove it, guys. So just know that. A lot of people don't say that. They don't know that. They have to remove it if they don't respond in 30 to 45 days. And with a lot of these companies still trying to get caught back up and just reopening, this is the perfect time to go ahead and start doing disputes and getting your credit cleaned up. So guys, in closing, like I was saying, this is not a quick process at all. This is a very diligent process. You have to be thorough and you have to really be committed to having good credit, and you have to be committed to cleaning your credit, guys. This can take anywhere from 45 days to 6 months to really get everything off your credit, guys. You're gonna have to send multiple letters. You're gonna have to send letters to the credit bureaus, collection agencies, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna have other videos breaking down how these letters are supposed to be and the steps that you need to take to make sure that these letters get sent to these credit bureaus in the right way, because if you don't send it in the right way, it's not gonna work, okay? It's just not. It's gonna be just a complete mess of a process for you, and we want to make sure that you do this right, because it can be done, guys. I've done it myself. I wouldn't be on this camera telling you something that I haven't done myself. It works. It's a tried and true process. You just have to be supremely diligent and be dedicated to getting everything fixed and getting everything off your credit. But this is all the information that I have for you today. Please go ahead and like this video if you like everything that I presented to you today. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. Stay safe out there, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and check out of here. This is LaJuan signing out. Peace.